Hey, is this thing on? Lance, Nick, ready? Can you hear me? Welcome to the Live Free and Hunt podcast.
Hello and welcome to Live Free and Hunt podcast, episode number 14. We are bow fishing this week up on Lake Champlain, nighttime road trip. And this week it's going to be Nick and Lance. And you heard one of our special guests, that's my son Blake. We also have my father, Fred, and we'll be bow fishing with Matt Hauser on his boat.
What guide service is that?
It's Fins and Feathers Guide Service.
Yeah. So this podcast will be a little different. We're gonna have Nick and Matt mic'd up for the trip, and we'll just cut out some audio. Nick will be asking some questions about bow fishing over here in the Northeast, and just getting a feel for what Matt, just how he runs his business and certain tips and tricks. If you guys are interested in the bow fishing, so
right. It's going to be a good time. Bow fishing's a fun way to spend an evening in the summer. It's all ages type of affair. You're shooting light poundage bows, and you get to see some different fish species that were introduced. Some of them are not native, like the bowfin, but not normal rod and reel fishing, you know.
Yeah, hand line pulling like your son does, and
Right.
hitting him over the head with a club.
Right.
Getting it done, shooting carp. And what other species are we be shooting tonight?
So carp, gar, tench. There's going to be common sucker. There's going to be bowfin. What else am I missing? I think there's 7.
Oh, there is? Holy
I think so.
smokes.
Matt will let us know.
Yeah, but definitely. It's going to be fun. This is my first trip ever going. I'll be running the camera and getting some footage. And
Right, and there'll be an accompanying video coming out sometime soon.
yeah, hopefully. But definitely, yeah, this is something new that's going to be fun. I can't wait. I was pumped up all week to go on this trip. I know
it.
you planned it. You plan it every year, but
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, this is our second year going. Matt's been after me for a long time to go. Snow goose hunted with Matt. He and I guided together for years, and he's been after me to get out and do the bow fishing thing in the summertime. And finally last year, my father, myself, and Blake went up and had a great time.
I can't wait to see what the night unfolds.
Yeah, it's fun. It's totally different. Doing a night operation, like
the audio is going to be a little different also. We got the lapel mics hooked up, the wireless mics hooked up. So
right.
Bear with us with the audio. I know it isn't studio quality stuff, but it doesn't matter. This is something interesting and pretty cool to deal with. So, yeah, I say let's wrap this thing up and let's get to hunting.
I'm with you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hit it.
Like a bad deck of cards that loves to lose. You don't listen to me, and I don't want you to, 'cause we sure have fun throwing my money away. You bet high, I bet low. You're all in and I'm all broke. Another paycheck down the drain.
We're now on the scene. We're in the boat on the water. Lights are on, and we're here with Captain Matt Hauser from Fins and Feathers Guide Service. Matt, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Great. Good to see you again, buddy.
You too?
Matt and I met each other guiding snow geese a few years ago, and done so ever since. And Matt's going to be giving us a little rundown on what's going on here with this specialized equipment. So, what do we have to watch out for here on these bows?
Make sure that your safety slides are out in front of, knock your arrow like you would a normal arrow.
Yep.
The safety slide stop, you want that up. Your safety slide and your line you want out in front of your rest.
So this little screw here is the safety slide?
Yeah, the safety slide stop.
Okay.
This is your trigger right here for pulling it back, for reeling it in. Just pull back on it very lightly. If it's too hard to reel, release off a little bit. and it'll pull the line in a little easier.
Okay. So Matt, can you talk about the equipment we're doing? So we're out here at night.
Yeah, we're out at night.
We're running very specialized,
We're running
purpose-built equipment to do this.
Yes, this boat was built for bow fishing. We're running 8 50-watt LED sea lights. They were built by a company just for bow fishing. I can run them on 12-volt power off battery, or I can run them off a generator.
Because like right now we're silent, but the whole place is lit up.
Yep. The bows that we're using are PSE bows. One's a Mud Dog and one is a Discovery 2. These are designed just for bow fishing. There's no back wall, there's no let off. You can shoot it anywhere in the draw cycle. They're meant for just quick snapshot shooting. Max pull is 40 pounds. They're turned down to about 32 pounds right now, so that way women and children, when they do come on the boat, they can actually still shoot as well.
Right, like my father, who's hunting with us or shooting with us, he's had back surgery, a shoulder surgery, he's had cancer, lived through that, and he's able to pull this back. He can't pull back a regular compound, but he's able to come out and do this.
Yeah. I do have recurves that are a little bit lighter draw
Yeah.
for smaller frame people.
Okay.
My 9-year-old son pulls them back with no problem.
Yep.
So I mean, as far as women and children, it's perfectly fine for them to come out as well as make it a family thing. The youngest kid that I've had on the boat was 11 years old.
11.
And he was out here sticking fish.
So now we're cruising around looking for fish. What are we looking for to try to identify? Well, what are we looking for fish? What species are we looking for?
So we're going to be looking for, we got 8 species of fish we can actually shoot. That's with a Vermont license. You can shoot carp, gar, bowfin, bullhead, suckers, mullet, and shad.
Too far. It's a carp. We're over it. It's right back here at the stern.
I try to keep you guys within 3 foot or less of water. That way it's
So like on that,
more feasible to
on
shoot.
that fish there, that was a carp, nose down. I could only see the tail. With the 3 feet of water, where should I be aiming with that?
That one was right tight to the boat, so you can actually put the arrow right on that
Put
fish.
it right. So the farther away from the boat is
Yes.
going to be the more that. Oh, right here.
Aim low. Just over it.
GoPro stayed on, right?
GoPro stayed on.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold back on it.
Yep.
Keep back. If it reels hard, just release off it a little bit.
That's a decent sized carp. What, maybe 8 pounds? 10 pounds?
Yeah, little one.
So where was I on that?
You
Matt?
shot over top of that one, so you got to come down about 4 more inches on the next one.
Okay. Okay. So I was on that one. Perceivably to me, I was the fish width below it.
You want to aim about 4 to 6 inches. How close to that one? 4 to 6 inches below its belly.
Okay. So 4 to 6 below its belly, even
Yep.
on that. Okay.
Swimming away from you, aim for the tail. Swimming to you, aim right for the lips.
What kind of cover are you looking for? I know
I
we're
mean,
staying in some grass flats here.
This is a big grass flat right here. The reason why you come up in these grass flats at nighttime is the water temp starts to cool down out in the deeper water. This grass will actually help hold this heat in the water. These carp like a little bit warmer water, but we'll also get into some gar. There's a tinch right here in front of us.
Where's that?
Right here.
Right there, Dad. Get him. Right on him.
Ooh, just in front of it. But if you look, this is nice clean grass right here. It's not.
Yeah.
Mucky.
We'll get into some spots where it's really nasty looking grass. It's got
see
some
them, you know. We're
growth
looking-
on
we're
it,
looking
another
for bigger
layer
fish,
of
but-
slime. Just give it a good pull.
Holy smokes.
Are you looking, bud? What do you see? Matt, I was looking right at that thing. And you're like, there's a tinch right there. I'm like, no, there isn't. I have no idea. That thing was right in front of us.
Experience.
What was that?
Probably a little bait fish or whatever
Turn
it
the
was.
water up like that? So yeah, Matt, how did you get into,
I got
especially,
into,
you know, we can talk about how you got into hunting, fishing. I know you grew up doing it.
grew up doing it. My father got me into it. Just gar right there.
Oh, and there's a tinch right here. Move, Blake, move, Blake, move, Blake.
It's a red horse shiner, but go ahead and shoot it.
I think I got it.
You might have.
No, unless it went through it. You on that gar, Dad?
Yep.
Smash it, Dad.
just on front of that.
Cigar's still right there.
Still right
See it.
there. Still low. He's buried himself in there right now. I can kind of see the ass end. He's right.
We'll see a bunch more. We'll just keep rolling down through.
And so,
This is sick, dude.
Matt, with this keeping, am I doing this correct here? That line's gonna be farther in front.
Yeah, reel up a little bit of that slack right there.
Yep.
You don't need too much slack in it. As long as you're out in front of your rest, you're good to go.
Oh, right here, right here, right here.
What you got?
What do we got?
There was a gar. Went right in the grass.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's a tiny
No,
one.
it's a tinch.
Oh, tinch?
Right there. How about right there?
Oh, Blake, you gotta be quiet, bud.
Oh, there's one that just took off to the left.
Yeah, I think it's that same one.
No, he was up ahead. And
Yeah, we'll see a bunch down through here.
So, Blake, I need you to stand back a little bit because I don't want to have to shoot over you.
I'm going to move up front. Let me know
Is that a
if you
fish
guys-
right there, Matt?
Yeah, there's a tinch sitting
Right there, Dad. Go ahead.
Just in front of its nose.
Right here, right here, right here.
Oh,
Animal.
take that shot going away that far out. What was that one too, Matt?
That was a tinch.
That was a big one.
That was a smaller one.
That one that just went
That was-
Yeah.
out in front
That was
here.
probably, what, 24 inches? Something like that, maybe?
Yeah. So what do we?
How do you judge length? How do you judge? I know we're just shooting invasive species, but is there any way to judge? Might be a stupid question. Judge a fish under the water?
As far as lengthwise or size-wise,
I
or
guess both.
the average person, probably not. Not offense to anybody.
Okay. No. It's just a question I had.
Not that it's even
There's-
something that.
even
Yeah,
matters.
I've been bow fishing for 13 years, and I've shot many a tournaments. I've put many a fish in the boat, and you kind of get an eye for them as you're running over the water after a while
Okay.
of what you're gonna be.
This nub is up or down?
Yep, no, have that black piece up.
Up, okay. Yeah.
And you want that guide line, that
Yep,
line
make
out
sure that
in
line's
front.
out in front of your rest. But no, I mean, you can judge them. You just put enough fish in the boat, you get an eye for what you're looking at, your length, your weight wise, and those tinch actually are an invasive species into the lake. It was they're a farm raised fish that was up in Montreal. The farmers' ponds got flooded probably 8 or 9 years ago, and they made their way down into here.
Oh, right there.
They have just about taken over the
Just
lake.
missed, Dad.
Yeah, that one hit my leg.
What hit your leg?
Huh?
What hit your leg?
Oh, dude.
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
Let me know, Matt, if I'm ever in the
No, you're
way.
good.
Just so you
I was just making sure that he was getting his air up.
know. Push me off this deck.
But
Blake, keep your eyes open so that if you
But
see
I think these
anything-
tinch actually are starting to mess with a lot of spawning fish.
Are they like a predator? Are they
No, they're just like a carp. They're a bottom feeder,
Just a
but
bottom feeder, huh?
they were farm raised in Montreal. I guess supposedly they're a delicacy up there, and they were raised for restaurants up in Montreal.
Well, isn't that's the way all introduced fish species?
Yeah.
They were brought in because somebody wanted to eat
Yeah,
them.
well, it's like carp. Carp are actually, they're not native to this lake, but they're not considered invasive either.
Right.
They're not a game fish, so you can legally take them with a bow and arrow.
Now, isn't there a pike season, or
Yep.
used to be?
Yeah, there's
with
a pike
rifle?
season in Vermont. You can actually shoot them with a gun or a bow.
That'd be fun.
With the gun, you don't actually shoot the fish, but you shoot in the vicinity of it.
Oh,
and
Try
the
to stun 'em?
Yeah, the percussion of the.
Right there.
Yep. Small little thing.
I missed it over there.
That looked like a red horse.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
But these carp were introduced back in the late 1700s, 1800s for
Oops, sorry,
another
Matt.
source of food here in the lake.
Yep.
But they'd kind of overtaken everything. Your average female carp, so your 10 to 15 pound female carp will lay up to 10 million eggs a year.
Wow. That is a lot of eggs.
In 3 weeks,
See where they can run up into a problem.
yeah, 3 weeks they hatch into fry.
Wow.
And when carp spawn, it's not like a bass or a perch or a pike or anything like that. They don't make beds.
They just kind of lay the eggs wherever.
Well, when you see them up in the shallows and they're thrashing around and stuff like that, that's actually the male carp coming up, and he actually takes his head and rams it into the side of her, and that's how she releases her eggs, and then she
Wow.
fertilizes them. So it's not just
So he beats the eggs out of her?
exactly.
No kidding.
So that's
No
why you
kidding.
see, like in the springtime when they're spawning, the water's actually blowing up because they're there's multiple males chasing this one female around and running into her so she releases her eggs.
Man, that little red horse, that thing tiny in there compared to the tension of the carp, huh? Blake told me to shoot it, so I tried, but what's that there?
But when I'm rolling through all this stuff, I mean, you like to be in this clean grass. Depending on the time of year, early season, I try to get up along sandy or rocky shorelines.
Yep.
There's a little perch or something, Blake.
Because they hold they heat up with the southern sun, and then they hold the heat, and the carp like to come up into there to that warmer water.
Wow.
See that little sunfish?
Oh, what's this right here? What's this right here? Gar?
Yeah.
Yep. Did you stick it, Nick?
I think so.
Did you get it?
Maybe. I don't. Matt, should I be? Nope.
Nope.
I was right on it. I must have shot it over.
Maybe. Yeah, I think over. It was heading. It was on a weird angle.
Well, it's like shooting out a pencil.
Yeah, you're right.
And gar will throw you off too as well because they sit up high in the water column.
Okay.
They don't sit in the bottom like
they
the
look.
carp. Yep.
Yeah.
So with that gar, should I hold right on him?
Most of 9 times out of 10 you can hold right on.
Okay, because I was aiming in front of his nose,
Yep.
trying to get below him.
But yeah, 9 times out of 10 you can actually aim right on those gar.
Okay.
So what was aiming at the gar then?
Is that
So-
thing just constantly rolling? I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. Did you hit
Carp right here in front of us.
Oh, right in front, Dad, right here. Carp.
Sitting right here. Oh. Just in front of his nose, Nick.
No, he's gone. Okay.
Like, pull that arrow up. Oh,
Trolling motor's off, so don't worry about it.
okay. What's this handle?
Release off of it just a little bit.
Relax. It's all right.
I gotta get this thing.
He's frustrated because he's missing.
I hate it. I hate
You
it.
can tell.
I'm a sniper when it comes to the bow.
Oh, you can't even watch the arrow. Like now it's starting
Yeah,
to
but-
get serious.
Yep. It's game time.
Sniper when it comes to the bow on land.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
This
Blake,
is
pull
totally
this up
different.
for me,
This
bud.
is this is take
Come
your regular bow skills and throw them right out the
Right
window.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that you actually do is you how you draw. I mean, that's the only thing you bring with you on the boat.
They tell you not to do this in the hunter's ed.
Yep. And your instinct shooting, so you don't have any sights.
I know. What am I supposed? Am I looking down the arrow? Is that the best
It's
idea?
however comfortable.
How
Where
do you
you,
pull back? Do you
where
do
you
one
get your-
over? Do you do 2 under, 1 over?
yeah, that's how it's set up because I got the
Okay.
finger tabs on
Yeah.
it.
I like to shoot 3 under. I can feel I can get that arrow right to my face.
Well, the only thing with that is if you pull 3 under with these bows, you're actually taking it and you're pinching that
Ah.
arrow.
Right here,
So you're
Kurt.
setting the back of that arrow back. Big tinch. To the right of it. Am I going to show you how it's done, Nick?
Yep. That one was swimming right to left.
Yeah.
Papa could have shot in that.
Want your dad over here, Nick?
The shit talking will
Who
continue.
gets the first one on the boat, huh?
Yep.
Most likely.
So I was good on that, just to the right of it.
You were right of it.
Elevation was good, so probably just lead the swimming fish on that.
Best thing I can tell you is when you're shooting this is just don't think about the shot, just shoot.
Oh, great.
Try the miss.
So Matt, how'd you get into bow fishing?
I got into bow fishing. A buddy of mine he started into it, invited me out bow fishing. And from there I was hooked. He had we started out in a little 14-foot aluminum boat. We built a deck on it, his.
Yeah.
A little 7-horse motor on it. One would drive, one would shoot. I had a 16-foot boat at the time, so I built a complete deck for that, put lights on it. Trolling motor, so everybody could shoot.
Here, no.
And now I've upgraded to, I can't say top of the line, but
Well, this boat's custom made. It's what is it? It's a 2072.
yeah, 2072
Yeah.
Tracker Sportsman MVX. So we're 21.5 foot long. We're 8'6" at the beam. I can shoot 4 people off this boat comfortably. Run trolling motor. Hopefully in the future I'll be running full battery, so no generator noise at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're running on battery, but we'll probably, about an hour, hour and a half, I'll have to switch back over to generator.
Well, Matt, I just need you to put a target on one of these fish for me. Maybe coach me through one of them here. Once I
Just said you
little
just
perch.
shoot. Just shoot. That's all.
Well, that's what
Just
I've been.
Duck hunting. Just shoot.
That's what
You
I
point the
did.
shotgun.
That's what I done been doing, and I ain't doing very good.
No, you asked about the shot every time. What I do?
What I do? You missed the fish.
What I do?
I tell people don't get frustrated. I've had guys come out here, they're competition shooters. I mean, guys that are shooting ping pong balls floating in the air at 50 yards and they're taking them right out, and they put one fish in the boat the whole entire night. They get so frustrated that. But it's experience. I mean, the more you shoot, just like anything else, the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Sure. And this is only my second time ever doing this. Not making excuses. I'm trying.
I don't get to shoot much myself anymore since I started running charters, but
Right.
I do a tournament here and there.
And so, you said you got started with your buddy.
Yep.
How long ago was that?
That was roughly 12 to 13 years ago now.
Okay. So you've been, and it was all on Champlain?
Yeah, everything's been on Champlain.
Fantastic.
So
Because you grew up in Peru, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Peru.
Yeah.
I've had my own boat since I was about 19, 20 years old. I'm 35 now. There's a gar right there. Should be right here to the right of us, or left. Oh, hold on.
Swimming
Don't
away.
take that shot. Let me swing on it. Let me swing on it.
Swinging away. Now, does the trolling motor affect anything with noise or anything?
It will. The vibration. I mean, it does change the vibration in the water. It will spook the fish a little bit.
Oh, right here, Dad. Right here, right in front.
That's why. Whoop.
Go ahead, Dad.
Oh.
Heads up, heads up.
Right under. Oh, we saw ya.
Soft.
That was good. I thought both of you were going to shoot at the same time.
Well, I took the last shot, so I figured.
Trolling motor does spook them. That's why you start out with no generator running.
Yeah.
You want to kind of try to stay in a straight line. Just keep a constant speed. You don't want to change the direction of the trolling motor too much because it adds a vibration in the water and it will spook the fish.
Well, you were either above or below him because
I think you
the,
were right below
the arrow went, when I looked at it, it went right dead center middle of the fish.
Skeeters are bad tonight. They
Yeah,
weren't like this
they're
last
out.
night.
Mosquitoes, there's just the bugs hitting you in the legs, you know?
Yeah, it
Like you were
feels.
saying, that annoying.
Yeah.
Lance, did we get that boom up and going?
Yeah, I already put that up.
Sweet.
The only problem we have, look how shaky it is, because it's
Yeah.
so flimsy.
Yeah. Well,
We'll have to just
We're
see
trying.
the footage real quick. No,
We're trying.
that's fine.
I'll have to turn it a little bit too, I think. I should kind of point it off that direction.
Right here, right to the left.
yep, that's another gar.
Aim low, 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 low. Now. I think you scuffed its belly.
Ooh.
Wrapped around here. There we go.
All right,
Right,
Matt.
the same
Now that
thing.
you've embarrassed me enough, just put me on top of the ones that are shootable.
All of them are shootable.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You got shot at all of them.
Go ahead, give me some dynamite. Give me some explosive heads or something.
I had a guys last Thursday. I took them out. They brought their own equipment and they actually had laser sights on their bows.
Laser sights on
That
their
would,
bows,
hit, that
huh?
would hit the water. and
It would-
put
it'd
put
deflect.
the arrow, exactly. Oh, really?
Once I got them dialed in, their lasers.
deadly.
Oh my God,
Deadly, huh?
I bet you 8 out of 10 fish they shot at, they hit.
No kidding. So why don't we have lasers on these?
Because it takes the fun, takes the fun out of it.
You just got the boat.
Takes the fun out of it. Takes the challenge out of it, I should say.
Water's tough to see right here, huh? With all the bugs.
Just enough of a chop right here, but there's no wind.
No wind, yeah. Water's just busy.
So when it's a little choppy like this, what you want to look for fish is, I mean, you might want to more for the reflection of the light back at you. So you're looking for shadows, outlines. Your carp and your tinch will kind of glow.
Try to hit that, Nick?
No,
That'd be a little
no.
bad.
I couldn't hit that 20-pound carp. I don't think I'm gonna hit that. I shot at 2 suckers that were about 8 inches, so.
What was that, a leech or something?
Probably an eel.
Eel, yep.
All right, now bring us into Carp Cove here.
Is that what you guys call this?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I'm making stuff
I
up.
didn't know if it was like a certain area.
I want a big slow target right under the bow of the boat.
This year, I don't know what it is, but the carp have been scarce.
Really?
This is probably the worst year that I've seen as far as carp numbers. It's just, I don't know if it's because of it warmed up so quick and the water dropped. I mean, we're 3 foot low compared to what we usually are this time of year.
Well, maybe they're just.
I mean, it's all factors of everything. I mean,
maybe they're just keeping their distance because of COVID.
It could be that too.
Is that one right there, Matt, in the water? Is that a tench? Right there?
No, it's a bass sitting right there in the bottom.
It was a bass. No, that's not.
I've been finding these carp this year more out in the open water. I don't know why. Usually you'll find them tucked right up in these reeds and stuff.
Yeah. I remember last year you were saying like
sunfish.
we were seeing like the stirred up mud, and you were saying that's something that you keep your eyes out for, and you're looking for stirred up mud. And
stirred up mud, they'll give themselves away in the reeds too as well.
Because they were knocking the reeds back and
push
forth,
them
right?
back and forth. I mean, you gotta watch the reeds. If they wiggle, it's a smaller fish. If they part and then they close back up, then it's a big fish.
Right.
Remember last year, it seemed like we were just about to put back in, and there was a monster.
Just over it.
What's going on here? I see another fish above the surface.
It's almost like, boom, you're right on top of it.
Yeah. The smaller ones, you almost right on top of them. The bigger ones, you can kind of see off in the distance a little
What
bit.
sucks is when they're facing you and you're going at them.
Yeah.
Because you almost don't pick them up until.
Turtle.
We saw a monster snapping turtle over here last night.
How big was it?
It was big. I bet you the shell on it was at least 14 inches.
Oh, jeez.
What was that?
I have no idea.
There's one right there, Nick, moving the reeds. Just to the right, see him?
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, it moved right before I shot. Right, it's right in front.
It's a deer or something. I've had deer come right out in this water.
Another one parting way over here.
That's the one that I just shot at.
You stuck, Nick?
Yep.
Oh, you set the anchor.
Set the anchor. Oh, got her.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. You sure?
Lance, you beating up my kid?
My knee came up because of a bug, and he was bending.
Oh.
It's a UFC fight up here.
One coming at us right here in the weeds somewhere.
You see it there, Dad?
No, that's how I saw that last one, though. I saw the
Saw the reeds moving?
Yeah.
yeah.
I was paying attention to that noise. I'm like, what the hell was that? He was huffing.
That fish moved before it flinched before I let the arrow go. And it was just dicking around in those reeds there.
Wear pants, huh?
I did give you that warning that it would be buggy. So Matt, if and when we do stick a fish, I guess go through the process just for somebody who doesn't know what's going on.
After you shoot the fish, I mean, pretty much you're just going to hand line it in like you would a tip up.
Right. What was that?
Yeah, he was right in front of you. Went your way.
Just set the bow down on the floor and just hand line it into you. Bring it to the edge of the boat and I'll take care of the rest of it.
You club every fish?
Not every fish, the bigger ones I do. But I usually like taking care of the fish, just helps keep the boat a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
There's not slime, there's not blood and stuff on the floor for people to slip on.
Oh, right here.
Nice gar.
Where? Dad, right here. Still right here.
Coming right in front of us.
Right down at the bottom.
To the left of it.
Where was I, Matt?
Not in the.
I think you were this side of it, so you were low.
I shot under it.
Yep.
Damn.
You ever eat carp, Matt? You ever tried it?
Yep, I threw a whole grill out because you couldn't get the taste off of it.
Maybe that's a
Scrap
hint.
the grill, huh?
Okay, so then that carp eating thing for me.
I mean, there's recipes online. People smoke it. They all do all kinds of different things to it. I mean, there's cultures that love it.
Right. Right.
Just I guess it all depends on what you like. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's got a different taste for everything. I mean, people don't even like venison the same way as the next person.
Right.
So that when I shot at that one, was it high enough up in the water column that I should have
Right
been
here.
holding right in front?
Still there.
Yep. We're creeping up on it.
I'm just coasting right now.
Yep, it's over here, swimming straight ahead.
Yeah.
Straight that way. Still got the shadow. That one's deep.
Oh, those things are all over the place. See it, Nick?
Yeah, he's way over here.
Yeah,
Do
still
it.
straight out still. Right behind it.
Golly.
Right behind it, Nick. You probably just should have put it right on its head.
I did. And I was under it.
Can I sit where you are, buddy? If you don't mind. And I'll get right out of the way when they shoot one. Just kidding, man.
If they shoot one,
I'm
is
kidding.
that what you're
I
saying?
said when.
Yeah, yeah, okay. All right. Remember, I'm the one with a weapon in my hand.
Maybe just go like this.
I'll just, yeah, I know.
Unweaponed.
Especially if
Never
I'm
mind.
if I'm at full draw, right?
Get up, buddy. Sit right here.
All right. Don't think, just shoot.
Yeah, just pull it back, just like you're shooting old recurve back in you were 15, 12, whatever.
As far as the fish handling, I take care of the fish handling just because I don't want anybody getting poked with an arrow or line wrapped around them or a fish slapping them. Or I bring them in, club them, take the arrow out of them, then I can hand them off to whoever wants to do a picture with it. Or if it's a smaller
We
fish,
have
and just leave them right on the arrow.
We have a designated club boy today. Blake's been dreaming of swinging the club at a fish for a year now.
Oh my God.
As you can tell when we sent you that video.
Club boy.
I need the club. I need the bat.
Too many stupid bugs.
Lots of bugs, yeah.
It's one thing with bow fishing, you can't be afraid of bugs.
Blake, are you afraid?
No.
Good.
Especially on hot, sticky nights like tonight.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
can tell they go right to your. Is there anything like? Can't tell what's landing on me. If it's a mosquito or not.
I've only been bit a handful of times.
Yeah.
I
More
haven't
just
really been
annoying.
bit. Yeah, you're just getting swarmed by whatever these are, these flies.
Little gnats or something.
Gnats.
Mayflies, moths. It was hot today, so they probably had a hatch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right here, right out.
Yep, out in front. Get that one dead.
Right over it.
You were close, Nick. I think you skimmed its head.
It felt like I was right in a good spot. But I don't have a fucking clue.
Because he took an abrupt left turn as soon as the arrow went right beside him.
Yeah. A lot of gar so far.
Yeah, there's been a lot of gar. I've seen a lot of gar this year. More than I have in the past.
Okay.
I bet the first fish that you guys shoot is probably gonna be a gull.
You think it's gonna be a gar? Well, they're hard to hit,
I think
man.
it's gonna be a carp.
They're pretty small.
Right
Oh,
here, that one's
tench.
just sitting there.
That one's sitting there. I wasn't.
No, I didn't.
Those tench have a funny way they swim, huh?
Yeah.
It's real distinct what they are.
He wasn't wasting any time getting
No.
out of town.
Oh, those tinch don't.
They boogie pretty quick, huh?
He was just sitting in the grass too.
I don't stick around. I'm surprised we haven't seen any bowfin, to be honest with you.
We saw a bunch last year, I remember.
Beginning of the season, that was all we could. I mean, we saw a carp here and there, but was just bowfin upon bowfin upon bowfin.
Now them both been kind of harder to see in the water from what I remember last year.
Yeah, they look like a log sitting on the bottom.
Yeah.
They don't really move too much. You just gotta look for that dorsal fin just kind of waving.
And it's like the dorsal fin's the whole length of its back, right?
Yep.
Where'd he go?
In the grass.
Careful, your line's wrapped around your handle.
What was that one over there?
That was a tinch.
Yeah, one just. It's like they sit right in the grass once they see any little thing. It's funny too, because you almost want to set it on like when you're shooting recurve. You look at your target, then pull.
Yep.
This, it's like just pull back whenever you see anything move.
I know.
I'm going a lot slower than what we usually shoot tournaments at.
Wow.
We're usually shooting tournaments anywhere between 2 to 2.5 miles an hour.
What's that right there? Log? Rock?
Big rock.
You can hit that.
I'm sure I could get a piece of it.
Once.
So you ever like target practice with this stuff, Matt, and throw like something under the water to shoot at? Or
No.
is it just something you've gained the skill over time of shooting?
I mean, the more you shoot, the better you're going to get. Just like anything else. I mean,
Sure.
you just got to go out and do it.
And
And the first time I went out, I probably flung 100 arrows before I even hit my first fish. So it's
yeah.
until you figure out where your mark is and how to hold on it. And it can create some bad habits for regular archery.
Sure. But it's so different.
Yeah.
It's you're not doing anything similar really, other than the motion of
Yep.
like the most of the draw. It's more like shotgun shooting.
Yeah. I mean, most archers that come on the boat, they're so used to pulling center of mass.
Mm.
And your mind's trained to pull center of mass. And when you come out and do this, you aren't pulling center of mass. You're trying to aim below the center of mass. But
Right.
Just your muscle memory and your mind is trained to pull onto the target, not off the target.
And lead because they're
Yep.
swimming.
It's because the cameras are here.
That's it.
Well, we're getting some videos, some good stuff anyway.
You can shoot all night.
We're gonna stick some fish. I'll figure it out eventually.
Last night, the guy that came out with me, he did a Facebook Live.
Okay.
They probably took 10 shots before you even went Facebook Live. Went Facebook Live, fish were gone.
Of course. Now, so are you cruising around to try to find a spot with fish and then just drift around a little slower?
I'm trying to figure out where they want to be.
Yep.
I mean, some of the carp we've seen have been in a little bit deeper open water.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you put the drinks in?
They're in my father's backpack.
Being tonight, it's a warmer night. They might be staying out a little bit deeper.
Okay.
Yeah, August 8th, they go down to Saratoga and shoot a invite-only tournament.
Nice.
There's 8 teams. That's it total.
8 total. And what is it? Is it a carp only? Is
He
it
hasn't said. He's got his own rules. It says it's going to
Okay.
be a harder right here, gar in front of us.
Oh yeah.
Nice gar. Put it right on it, Nick. Oh. Skimmed his back.
I was right over it, I guess, huh?
You thought too long.
Well, I tried to. Oh, get out of there. When you say put it right on him, I'm like, does right on him mean just under him? Does right on
Nope,
him mean
right
right
on
on him?
Oh, fucker. Flew right in my ear.
You just filled my nose up with bugs.
A little breeze would be nice. It is warm.
Yeah.
This little breeze would be nice. It is warm.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
Even just to get these bugs away.
Yeah, just a little bit to blow them out of here. That one I was trying to be patient because he wasn't moving. I blew it.
Yeah, he tried committing suicide.
He did. I wonder if these lapel mics can pick up all the bugs. Just
Maybe.
Look at it now.
I know. This is quite the swarm. What's funny is like it looks like you go 10 feet to the left and this swarm just disappears.
Usually they're not this bad on the deck.
Like
There's
you
that
said,
breeze.
we brought out cameras and microphones, and there's something in the water right there, Dad. Just to your right.
Tinch sitting there in the bottom.
On the bottom. They're all on the bottom, right? Except for the gar.
Gar up. They seem to be giving us lots of shots. They're just so skinny.
It says it's like taking a pencil and shooting it out another pencil.
Right. Now when you're right here,
Right there. Get it, Nick?
I didn't see it get away. Right in front of you, Dad. Right there. Another tench.
Yeah, that was a tench. It was in the grass. Maybe you only could see half of it, like the tail end.
I don't know where I missed that one.
You had to have been right beside it either direction.
Daddy, just try and hit his tail so we can't swim away.
Okay. You got it.
Right here, right straight in front of us. Right in line with the trolling motor. It's right straight down.
I don't see anything, Matt.
You just went down in the grass. To the left.
Good on the up and down, but I was just a little left?
Yep.
Okay. I think I've...
Time to dial in, are you?
Yep.
Is that what they call it?
That's what they call it when you miss close.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm getting dialed in.
That's like getting a check minus in school. Like you didn't totally fail, but you really could have done better.
But it's we'll just barely pass here because you put in the effort.
Right.
D is for diploma.
Yeah, right? So I got mine
Exactly.
working and
That snapping turtle right there.
Oh
On the
yeah.
bottom.
Man, those tench when
like
they're
you talked
down
about before,
like
Matt,
that.
what average speed do you ride around at
I mean,
when you're hunting these?
myself, I mean, if a client's on board, I try to stay anywhere between 1 to 1.2, 1.5 miles an hour.
A little slower.
It's a comfortable speed. Like I said, when we're shooting tournaments, we're running 2.5, 3 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And we're trying to cover as much water as in a short period of time as we can. And when we shoot tournaments, we're not just shooting anything that comes in front of us. We're selective shooting them. We're looking for fish that are 25 plus pounds.
Nice.
It's the only way you're going to get on a board if you're in a big tournament.
Now, do you hit some of the same spots over again at night? Like, since we just came through this
Yep, I'm going to sweep back through here. As the night goes on, more fish can actually move in and out of the deep.
Okay. So don't be afraid of...
No, don't be afraid to...
Spots you
No,
already
I mean,
shot.
it's like, too, if you're missing fish in certain areas, a lot of these fish, they'll go off probably 20, 30 yards, they'll settle back down.
Yeah,
Just saw
okay.
another eel.
Just leave them alone, swing back around, do whatever route you want to run. If you want to chase them down, but if you chase them down, you're starting to add a lot of pressure on them.
Would you say they're more spooky?
They're right
I
behind
think you
it.
got his
More
tail.
spooky the second time around, or...
Oh, man, I got
Got a nice little knot going
a
on there, huh?
rat's nest in there.
Good to go.
Daddy, I think you got his tail.
I don't think I got his tail, kiddo.
How about you got his tail?
I was aiming right for the middle of him.
You can lean up against me.
It was kind of a snapshot. He was going away.
Bugs seem to die down for
Good,
some
Nick.
reason.
A little bit of
Did
wind.
you see that?
Yeah, well, just a little bit of wind.
Oh,
That's perfect.
Is it after 10 o'clock?
It's right at, yeah. It's like right at 10.
10:04.
Yeah.
That's bugs go away.
You can call it, huh?
Out here enough.
Yeah, I know.
I've come in areas and seen
Eels, yeah.
Eel, look at the
Or
eels,
lampreys.
No, those are eel. Those are freshwater eel.
I always go up to a trappers convention every year in Bethel, Maine, and the fun games they had there was they put a tarp out, put some eels in some oil, like vegetable oil, and they let the kids try to toss as many eels as they can back in the 55-gallon drum. They would dump all the eels out on the tarp, and the kids would have a blast with it. It's my turn.
Forget that.
Yeah,
Damn
screw
snake,
that.
snake that
Gross.
lives in the water. They're slippery enough anyways. They are good eating though.
Atlantic eels?
Eels are?
The eels, yeah, when they get smoked, right?
Yeah, or you go even to a sushi bar.
Okay.
Eel is good eating.
That show on TV they had with that guy in New York that would always be catching eels on the river.
Filthy Rich.
Yeah,
Filthy Rich.
That was always a good show. They always showed some good
Yeah.
stuff for that.
Well, they had guys out your way, wasn't there?
Yeah,
was it Maine?
clamming.
Clamming, and but they also
seaworm.
And
yeah,
digging
and
seaworms
the
in
bloodworms.
Maine. Yeah, bloodworms in Maine.
Yeah, what else? The bloodworms and
They had ginseng. They had the guys
Yes,
doing the
ginseng,
bloodworms.
Ginseng guys. Those
They
guys
had-
made some real money.
Yeah, the guy doing the eel. There was one other one too. Oh,
What's that right there?
mushrooms.
Tinch. Oh, still there. Still there.
Yep.
Still
Dad's on your side. You see it? Over it.
there. Nice though.
People doing wild mushrooms.
Good. Yes, wild mushrooms.
I got hooked in that show for a little while on Netflix.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It used to be just on regular cable. You could watch it. I would watch that thing all the time.
Let's go look for carp.
Let's go look for carp.
We are, buddy.
Blake, that's what we're doing.
scarce.
We're trying to figure out where they are tonight.
You'd say carp is probably the easiest fish to shoot. Well, I wouldn't say easiest, but give or take.
Yeah.
Good first timer.
A first timer, I mean, they're a big target.
Slower moving. Or?
Slower moving. I mean, they can move though. You stuff an arrow in them and hold on tight.
Yep. Yep.
I had a guy, I think it was last year, was it? No, not last year, 2 years ago. I was right in here, right where we first started out. He ended up shooting a 40-pound male.
Wow.
And
A 40-pounder.
Yep. And I ended up having to chase it down with a boat.
Jeez.
Awesome. Hold on.
Not just because it was too big to get in, but you get a big fish like that, it's a lot of power. And I mean, those barbs can only hold so much.
Right.
What's that right there, man?
Yep. Or is that a Neil?
Is that a
No, that's a
bowfin?
pike.
It's a pike?
Yep.
It's crazy. You can just call it like that. You can barely even see any color in that thing.
So yeah, right now with this chop, I'm just looking for shadows. Is that probably the best idea
That'd be
here?
your best idea. We're getting a little low on light too, so I'll be firing up the generator soon.
Yep.
I don't know what kind of noise you're gonna have with the mics though.
It don't matter. Well, the podcast, you guys already talked for about 45 minutes.
Right.
So we're good with the podcast.
Well, yeah. What time did we jump in? 8:30, right?
Yeah, I don't even think it was. It was earlier than that.
So yeah.
Oh wait, you said 8:30?
8:30.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking you said 9.
No.
All good with that. Honestly,
So-
I'll probably just shut it off.
So then, well, why don't we kind
Yeah,
of
just keep
do a
going.
little? We'll do a little wrap up with Matt then.
Yeah, you can.
On
if you
the-
want. It's up to you, bud.
Well, I guess
You run it.
how are we gonna do a little wrap up when we're still in the middle of the hunt?
Well, just tell everyone you got fishing to do.
Yeah, I guess.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
So we're gonna cut these microphones off since they're bad luck. I can't seem to shoot when I'm under pressure and on camera here, but we got about another 2 hours of fishing to go. And Matt, thanks for all your time, brother,
Not a problem. Appreciate you guys
And-
coming out.
and telling us all about it. And we really hope. Oh, right there, carp, Dad, right in front of you, just to the left of him. Yeah. So we hope that you really enjoyed.
Oh, no, what's that?
That's a tench.
Yep. No, a bass.
Nope, it's a bass.
Yeah,
Ooh.
large now.
So yeah, well,
Get him, Nick.
we hope that
That's how it is. That's
hope
how
that
it
you guys all enjoyed this on the road podcast that we did, doing a little something different during the summertime, bow fishing, and
Keeps you in tune for regular bow season. Get your muscle memory down.
right,
You're not just shooting at a foam target in the backyard.
yep. What's this coming towards us,
Looks
Matt?
like a tench coming right at us. I can't see its face though.
Yep, I'll wait. But yeah, so we're gonna sign off so I can kill this tench. Is it a bass or tench?
No, it's a bass. See how the nose is pointed?
Yep.
Doesn't roll over.
Yep. So yeah, thanks again for listening. This is Nick and Lance signing off.
See you later, guys.
So it's currently 10 of 2 in the morning. We're on our ride home from Lake Champlain. How was your first time out bow fishing?
Oh, it was great. It was fun. I had a blast, man.
Different type of experience, huh?
Oh yeah, it's just different. Definitely is, but it gets you hooked. I'd do that every weekend if I could.
I know. I wish we had more opportunity to do stuff like that close to home.
Yeah, definitely. No, we had a blast. We shot a lot of footage.
Shot at a lot of fish.
Yeah, we shot at shot at a lot of fish. You know what? So we ended up with 2 carp and what was that?
And 1 tench.
And 1 tench, yeah.
We actually hit quite a few more,
Yep.
but didn't stick them well enough. Either hit them in the gill plate or skinned them or finned them or whatever.
Yep. Matt put us on a lot of fish though.
For sure.
There was a lot of fish. I would say at least 20 shots, at least.
For each person.
Yeah, easy. It was fun.
Yeah, and a lot of chances that just didn't really come through where we were
Yeah.
late to see the fish.
You definitely have to. You definitely have to.
You gotta get your eyes for it.
all that and just take out just pretty much any archery you have because the way you're
Right.
aiming, it's just
Right.
can't even instinct shoot.
No.
It's just
No.
pull back that arrow and let her fly. You know, try to aim 2 feet below it, and depending on how far out you are. But
Right, and that's the hard part is you're trying to aim so far below and knowing that that's going to be where it's actually at.
right,
That was it took me a while to warm up and actually start hitting fish.
Yeah, no, definitely. And at the end of the night, we ended on good note, and ended up shooting 2 nice, what did I say, maybe 8-pound carp.
At least,
Yeah, at least 8-pound carp.
I think
Put
Matt
those
said
in
he
the
thought
boat.
they were 12 to 15.
That's nice. Nice fish. Stinky. I never touched a carp. Never put my hands on a carp, tinch, none of those. And man, the head is like a freaking rock. I couldn't believe how solid that fish is. You really got to hit him in the right spot.
They've got real heavy bones.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Big ribs, big heavy head. Weird looking bottom feeding fish, but yeah, fun to chase around with string and stick for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely just a whole different experience than what I ever thought I'd be doing, really.
Yeah, and Matt set up to do it. You know, that's the nice thing about him. So again, his
he's kind of like
guide service, his charter service is Lake Champlain Fins and Feathers Outdoors.
Yep.
Can we throw his contact information? He's on Facebook. He's not on Instagram.
Not on Instagram, just on Facebook. We'll definitely put his information up on how you guys can get a hold of him. It was a great trip, and I don't know how many other people are bow fishing around that area, but I don't know. He's definitely has the right setup. You pretty much bring yourself and get yourself do you even need a fishing license under his captain?
Yeah.
You
so
do
we
still?
bought the
Okay.
one day $10 license.
Yeah, 1 day $10 license, and
Yep.
bring yourself some drinks, and he's got he just has the setup
all
for
the
you.
gear.
Yeah, all
Yep.
the gear.
He's
ready
been
to
doing
rip
it for a long time.
He knows what he's talking about. He's
Yeah.
definitely learned.
Man, the fish that he was pointing out
the experience he has on that water and finding those areas.
Yeah, where he was pointing fish out to us, where it took a good 3-4 seconds after for us to even notice that was a fish in the grass.
Yeah.
Got to get those eyes all set up for it, but yeah.
Yeah,
so,
we're beat.
I'm tired. We good?
We good.
We good. All right.
So we're gonna end this on a good note. We out.
Yeah, baby, when we're together, it's like Vegas times 3. But in the morning, I'll know better, 'cause you're so bad for me. Just like a sip of wine leads me to drink. You're my gateway drug. I'm starting to think it's gonna take much more than just 12 steps. So call Betty Ford, call Dr. Drew, save me a bed, 'cause in a month or two I wanna quit you, girl, just not yet. Yeah, baby, when we're together, you're the only drug I need. But in the morning I'll know better, 'cause you're so bad for me. Barreling down the road past these city lights, you got your hands on the wheel, a look in your eye. I ask myself, is it time to slow down? But the night's still young, we're full of gas, credit cards in my pocket with some limit left, and we got friends in the next town. Yeah, baby, when we're together, it's like Vegas times 3. But in the morning I'll know better, 'cause you're so bad for me. Yeah, oh baby, when we're together, so bad for me. Oh, 'cause you're so bad for me. 'Cause you're so bad.